welcome back. Today is our last day of Covenant Kids Week here on TV5. Now, all week long, we've brought you some amazing stories of Covenant's littlest patients. We've also had 2 phone banks raising thousands of dollars to continue Covenant's care of those pediatric patients. Now, we recap this amazing movie with Covenant Kids coordinator Karen Luplow. Thank you so much, Karen, for being here this morning with us. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Yes, we'd love to have you, of course. Now, this year, Covenant and TV5 tried something new, Covenant Kids Week. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened this week if people are just tuning in for us today?
Yeah, so normally, years past, we've had a telethon on Saturday, which has spanned a good portion of the day. This year, we're trying something a little bit different with Covenant Kids Week. So we've stretched our stories throughout the week to try to reach out to viewers and get their attention. So we've showcased stories of families that have received extraordinary care, and hopefully some of the viewers were able to see those throughout the week. Our phone banks on Tuesday and Thursday also showed just how much our community really supports and cares for those kids that are in our region that receive health care here.
Yeah, it's been great to see those as well. And yeah, all week long we've shown different parts of the hospital and different care that a lot of young patients receive. So I think that's great. Now, for those who might not know, just tell us overall what Covenant Kids is.
Yeah, Covenant Kids is a fund dedicated to support the care for kids under the age of 18 at Covenant Healthcare. So the funds go to purchase equipment and even for programs throughout the hospital for anybody that's under 18. So that can be a wide range of things, from maybe our pediatric intensive care unit, could be equipment for that. Even the NICU, you can imagine those little babies need very specialized equipment, as well as therapy, physical therapy and other forms of therapy. So it stretches very wide and helps a lot of kids that are receiving health care here at Covenant.
Yeah, and we've seen that firsthand here throughout the week. That's great. You've had a lot of people and businesses participate in Covenant Kids Week, but that also happens throughout the year. Can you just tell us the significance of, the participation in Covenant Kids?
Yeah, so we have the whole community throughout the year that really reaches out and wants to help kids in their region, and this is a very easy way that our community can support the kids that are right here in the Great Lakes Bay region and beyond. I get to help the community connect with this great cause, along with families. They maybe have received great care here and want to give back. Schools, we've worked with student council projects, as well as churches, community organizations, even volunteers. So we have volunteers that knit and crochet baby hats for us. We have over 3,000 Covenant kids born here every year. So you can imagine that's a lot of baby hats, and we have support like that as well. So all across the community, businesses support us in different ways through things that engage their employees, like Jean Days. We do circle sales right leading up into Covenant Kids Week, which is an easy way. You can buy a dollar circle, put your name on it, and put it up and decorate your business and show support for us.
I love that, and it shows just how far-reaching Covenant Kids is in our community. So if you haven't heard of it, what's wrong? You should know Covenant Kids, right?
Yeah.
Now, Karen, if someone chooses to donate to Covenant Kids, what do those dollars help support? I know you mentioned briefly with equipment and whatnot, but can you just take a deeper dive?
Yeah, so the dollars raised go directly into a fund. There are no fees taken out, so some donations, some organizations, they might do something like that, but every penny of every dollar goes right into the fund to support Covenant Kids. What we do at the hospital is we take requests directly from the units on equipment that they need or support that they might need. So we take funding requests, and there is a board that decides on what the funding goes to. So I think that's a really neat part of the fund, is that the people that are working on the units that are supporting the kids' health care, they know exactly what they need and what's going to be most useful for them. So they make the request directly, and that money goes right into purchasing equipment and helping to fund programs.
Yes, and of course helping tons of pediatric patients as well. So that's
Yes.
great. Now, how can people get involved with Covenant Kids?
Well, there are many ways. I touched on a few of them, but a lot of people throughout the year can contact me directly. They can also go to our website, covenantkidsmi.com. My information is on there as well. And so if they have an idea, a brand new idea on a fundraiser that they might want to do through their business, maybe a group of kids want to do a little fundraiser and support the pediatric unit or get stuffed animals, things like that. I'm open to working with anybody in the community on any other ideas that they have in order for them to really give back and support the people that are right in their community coming to Covenant Healthcare.
All right, Karen, I want to know a little bit about you before we wrap this up. Why do you love the work that you do with Covenant Kids so much?
I love it so much. I think throughout this week that you can tell that Covenant Kids plays a huge role in the care that families receive here at Covenant. Covenant is the leading provider in pediatric care in our region, and when I work at Harrison, so we have the birth center, we have the pediatric unit, we also have the NICU here, and a lot of days I get to see a family leave and they have their car seat all packed up with their brand new baby. Some of them have been in the NICU for weeks to months, and they finally get to take that baby home. They're a complete family. They get everybody back home all together, and for me, that makes a huge difference. That just showcases that they receive the best care and they're able to eventually get home all happy and healthy.
Yeah, and I'm sure it puts a smile on your face and other employees' faces as well to see their happiness. It's just a never-ending cycle of great care. So, Karen, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome back anytime. Of course, if you want to learn more information about Covenant Kids, you can find a link in the hot links section of WNEM.com.